YouTube? It is currently April 21st, 3:46 on a Friday, and the market is closing. And I'm like, you know what? Why not post a video or make a video today about just backtesting and how you guys can see how I backtest my strategy. If you have been following the channel for a little while, I mean, I haven't had this channel out that long. You will always hear me say, like, I like to trade on the second time frames. As you can see, what I have on here right now, I'm on USD JPY. I'll be doing testing on this. I've actually tried to start pivoting on what I trade on the seconds, because I'm just a trader who wants to catch 5-10 pips max, but mostly I would go for 5 pips, risking 5 pips. So I go for a lot of 1-1s, but sometimes I would let those run to try to get 10 pips so I can have a good RR at least. But the reason I've tried to switch to GBP JPY or USD JPY is because when I'm trading Euro USD, Euro USD is a slow moving pair, and a lot of the times I'm like finding it a little bit more difficult to catch 5 pips on Euro USD, but with a pair that's a little more volatile like USD JPY or GBP JPY, I found out that trading it has been a lot easier to catch 5 to 10 pips. So I'm slowly moving over to trying to figure out which one to trade full time to change with Euro USD, but we're gonna see. But right now, today, I just decided I wanted to back test this pair, and so you guys can see my strategy on how I make trades on the seconds time frames. But yeah, let's get into it. For following the channel, I do like to trade. I like to stay out of New York session. If I can stay out of New York session, I like to stay out of New York session. But I'm just gonna give you guys the breakdown on how basically how I trade, and this is just gonna be a breakdown video, or not like a breakdown video, but like a back test with me. Basically this is how I do it. I go to the minute, right? And basically, what I like to use my RSI, and I like to use my moving average. And the moving average that I'm using is a smooth moving average, or SMMA, and I am using a 50 smooth moving average. That's it. It's 50 smooth moving average and an RSI. And my RSI settings are this. If you guys want to copy it down, this is what my RSI settings are on. You can see it like that. That's where my RSI settings are on. You can pause the video, etc. like that too. But yeah, let's get into it. All right, so if I'm here, right, let's say at 2 a.m., if I'm seeing price trade above this 50 SMA, right, and I'm just coming on the charts, I'm looking at the chart, right, I only want to trade with the direction that the smooth moving average trading it. So if price is trading above it, I want to trade with it, and if it's trading below it, I want to trade with it as well. So how you would use the RSI, really you're looking at the RSI a little bit first. So with the RSI, if it gets to this area right here in the red zone, that means we're looking for sells. And if it's on the bottom, we're looking for buy opportunities. I like to look at my RSI either on the 1 minute or for 30 seconds. Sometimes you can see it on the 5 minute. If it's a strong, I'll just have to show you an example, but for right now, we're just going to be looking at the 1 minute and 30 seconds. For now, I'm just going to look at the 30 seconds. Let's go all the way back. Okay, I'm just going to be picking random spots. All right, let's say I came here and I said, okay, price is now showing that, hey, it wants to sell eventually, right? So I'm looking at my 30 seconds, marking it right here. Clearly, I'm not going to take sells anywhere in here yet, because the 30 second is showing that, hey, we're trading above the 50 smooth moving average. So there's no way I'm getting a sells right here just because the RSI is saying, hey, sells. No. My entry would be on the 10 second. Sometimes I look at the 5 second, but it just freestyle with it. Once you start learning how to trade this way, it all makes sense. But we're just back testing right now, so hopefully this back testing will give you some insight on how I trade. Okay, Now, see how I marked it up right there? That's where on the 30 seconds, I marked it up and it's showing right here on the 10 seconds. I'm not getting in no trades until price breaks below and closes below this 50 smooth moving average. So that was at 214. So 214 all the way up until 240. We didn't get no type of closure. The candle that closed on it was this candle right here. Boom. That's my entry right in there. The 10-second time frame, that is my entry. So I'm going short. Boom. Right there. Now, I like to only risk 5 pips, but you also have to keep in mind market structure, right? Where is the previous high? Previous high is right here, or literally right there. So sometimes I'll make an exception where I'll put it a little higher because you have to still be careful with market structure. So I'm literally going to put it right here. And then my PP, I'm going to always try to catch 1-to-1s. Boom. See that? That's how I would take this trade. Yeah, I said I like to only risk 5 pips per trade. Sometimes I do risk a little bit more depending on where market structure is. As you see this is kind of like, if I draw this trend line, you know, that was kind of like an area. You see that? That was kind of like an area. I'm going to put it above this high right here, because if it was to break past this, I know I was invalid. But you see, if I would have put it 5 pips, I would have got wicked out. But I know market structure, putting it at least the previous high. So you have that ended up being 8 or 9 pips, or whatever the case may be. It could have been here 6 pips, 1 pip higher, you know, but it is what it is. And you could have caught 10 pips. Like I said, max, I'm trying to catch 10 pips. So this would have been actually a good trade that I would have took. But let's move on to another one. Okay, let's go back to our 30-second time frame. Let's go back. Let's see another area where we could possibly see some setups on this lower time frame. Okay, boom, right here. Now, when it's down below here, that means, hey, you could probably start looking for some buys opportunities. So I'll mark it up there just to see where I'm at. And then I go to my 10-second time frame. Scroll back to find it. Give me 1 second. Let's see where it's at. I hope you guys are staying with me, because this is really some free gems that I'm giving out right now. Okay. Now here is where we have it. Closure above there. Long position. So if it's closed, that's the open candle. 5 pips to catch 5 pips. See that? We had that break of the, so we had that close above the 50 moving average. That's what we're waiting for, right? And you could even get sniper. Let's say we wanted to go to the 5-second. I usually just switch in between. Sometimes you can go on the 5 seconds, sometimes you don't have to. But for this instance, let's just look at the 10-second entry time frame first. So we had the break, the retest of the moving average, and then we could have caught our 5 pips like that. But let's say we want to go to the 5-second and leave a more sniper entry. Like, I'm telling you, like, these are the gems. Like, I know somebody's going to take this information and run with it. Like, and they're going to do extremely well. And I hopefully this can really help somebody, because not a lot of this information is on there. Like, how to catch 5 pips and just, you know, be cool. Like, 5 pips is very doable to catch. It makes sense. Like, why do you want to catch 30 pips? That's it takes too long. You're in a trade for maybe too longer than you want to be in. But all right. But see how you could have got even more sniper entry if we would have went down to the 5-second time frame. Boom. There was our close above, right? Could even got even more sniper right here. As soon as this closed and opened like that, got in on the midst of that open. 5 pips down below here. 1-to-1s right here. This is the 5 pips. But look, you probably could have even caught them 1-to-2. Boom, 10 pips like that, like clockwork. That's why I'm switching over to trading my strategy that I found, that I created, and I'm trading it on pairs that move more pips instead of Euro USD. Euro USD is gonna move smooth, I guess. I mean, in a way, but it just doesn't move the amount of pips that I'm trying to catch. Like 5 pips on Euro USD, it would just move so slow. But like a pair like USD JPY or GBP JPY, like catching these amount of pips is very, very, very doable. As you see, it can go 10 pips. I don't even want to catch the 10 pips. I just want the 5 pips and be done for the day, you know? Um, and if I catch a 1-to-2, that's crazy, like you can risk your $100. Let's say you have a small account and you're going to risk $50 per trade. Okay. 5 pips, whatever that is, size that might be for you. 5 pips, and if you catch a 1-to-1, that's $50 for you, and if you catch a 1-to-2, that's $100 at that point. So this is why I trade on the smaller time frames. But let's look at some more examples. This is why I wouldn't do this. Even though this is oversold, you see how this big drop happened and price is trading heavily below the 50 moving average. I want to trade in congruence to it. Like, I want to trade aligned to it. So I would look for selling opportunities for it. So boom, we have an oversold or overbought section. Sorry, my guys. So right here, we have an overbought, which means let's sell. We're gonna sell. This is even a bigger confluence to get into this trade because we're trading below the 50 moving average, which you want to trade in the direction that price is trading below it. You want to sell if price is trading above it. You want to buy. But after we see that, you can go to the 10-second or the 5-second, but I'll switch in between both of them in the live market so that I can see what it looks like on both ends. But boom, where's it at? I think I did further back. Hopefully it'll let me at least see this on the 10 seconds, because sometimes when you go back too far, it don't be liking to show everything. Okay, there we are. All right, so that's the area that we marked up. Boom. See, we got that closure right there. That's my entry. I'm going short right there. And this is how I catch these moves, y'all. Like, I hope this is making sense. I know I'm a little tired, but I hope it's making sense. I hope you're just following along. This is how you can catch your 5 pips, 5 to 10 pips daily. See that? Easy. Risk your 5 pips. Sometimes you might have to risk more. Like, as you see that one trade I did, it was like, okay, 6 pips, because market structure, I knew that was the last high, so my stop loss had to be pip and a half higher. But right here, I know I'm just gonna do normal standard 5 pips to catch 5 pips. Oh, look how far I went. 10 pips, 1-to-2 right there easily before it came back up and reversed on you. You see that? That's why I don't like to be in the market for too long. You caught your 5 pips. Let's say if you tried to even be greedy. This is why I don't like catching 20, 30 pips. Give me 5 to 10 and I'm good. Like, that's all you need to be successful in trading. 5 to 10 pips every trade. But you see, you could have caught your 10 pips right here before it eventually reversed on you, New York, and then came back down in the direction that you determined. But obviously, that's why I like to trade on the second time frame. I just like to catch my pips and get out. Catch my pips, get out. Let's even see what it's doing now. Let's go here. This is the market. I don't think the market's closed yet. Okay, it just closed here because it is 4:02. Yeah. So I see some stuff. Let's go right. Let's go right here. Let's go right here. We see that price right here. It's trading above the 50 SMA, but on the 30 seconds, we see that it's overbought, right? Okay, now let's see if we can find a potential sell opportunity going to the lower time frames. Boom, I go back down to my 10-second time frame. Okay, boom, we're right here on the 10-second time frame. We don't get a closure below until here. So I'm gonna mark this up right here. Oh, well, I don't have to mark it up right there. I go short. Guess what? I'm risking 5 pips every time when needed. Oh man, why is this lagging? Okay. So 5 pips right there. Boom. 5 pips. It's not exactly, but you get the gist. 5 pips for 5 pips. You see that? And then let's see how far I went. I went 8 pips. But obviously I wouldn't have even went down here because see, it went like, this is actually a demand area. This is why you wouldn't want to wanted to hold this one long anyway past there. Like I would have went here. I would have went to this demand area, or yeah, demand area. I would have went to this demand area and got out. I wouldn't have went lower. The reason is because if you are familiar with supply and demand and break of structure, right here was a break of structure. So this structure, this broke, made a high right there. And then with supply and demand, or BOS, we call it, or break of structure, or BOS. Once we have a break of structure, we're looking for it to come back to the demand and then follow up. So I would have bought here. But that's why I wouldn't have traded this any further. But for me, I would have been good with my 5 pips anyway and been done with that trade. But as y'all see, it's clockwork. This is all I'm doing. And guess what? I didn't mention anything yet about candlesticks in this whole thing. It's really just those two things, my RSI and my moving average. I'm using those in confluence and seeing somewhat what the trend is in. But since I'm catching 5 to 10 pips, even if it's an uptrend, sometimes I'll be selling sometimes because I know I'm only trying to catch 5 to 10 pips. But when you do that, you can counter trend trade. Like I know counter trend trading isn't the best thing, but when you're only trying to catch 5 to 10 pips, you can do those type of things. That's why I like the strategy I created. Nobody showed me this. I just did it myself, and I've figured out something that works for me. I know this video is gonna be gem for somebody. Like somebody's gonna take this and be like, "Dang, it's really like that." Yeah, it's really like that. Let's do one more. Okay, I see a little bit. I'm just gonna pick a random area. Dang, where'd that thing go? I'm just gonna pick a random area. Okay, here, I see that. Let me erase this so this doesn't get us confused. Okay, I see an area that's overbought. So we want to look for sell opportunities. Let's go to our 10-second time frame, or in this case we can go to our 5-second time frame. This is why I like to sometimes use the 5-second time frame to try to get those sniper entries. But yeah, here 3 5 pips. Okay, so this is an interesting trade right here because this is still valid. The trade is still valid. Let me get rid of this RSI so I can see the whole thing. So like I said, I risk 5 pips every time. Then you have to realize that sometimes drawdown is part of the game. So even though this went negative like that, that's what this structure right here is still being maintained. I don't know if it'll hit, but sometimes it can do that. And I'm only showing you this because like you know you're not going to win every trade. So if this was to go up, okay, who cares? Find the next trade. You see how many 1 to 2s I done clocked before. Like this is not 100% win rate strategy, but it does have a good high win rate of like above 70%. So and that's just back tested to me. So I know that, hey, even if this trade doesn't play out, but right now it's really being maintained. As you see, it tried to break 1, 2, couldn't get above, couldn't get above, couldn't get above. So this could really still play out to catch those 5 pips. But you never know. But that's why you use risk management. But as you see, the other trades, you were able to at least catch sometimes a lot of 1 to 2s, the ones that I just showed you on there. But hopefully hopefully you guys watch this video and it helps give you some insight on why catching 5 to 10 pips is the move to go. You don't have to be a swing trader to make a lot of money. You can be a scalper just like this and catch your pips easily. Get in the market, get out the market. Don't hold for too long, you know. But anyway, till the next video, peace.